Today, I'm going to be sneaking into New York Fashion Week.
I started off trying on outfits at my parents' house in New Jersey, and I'm really not good at dressing myself, so this was difficult.
This shit is so hard. Why could I have not been born with a sense of style?
Make sure to watch till the end because, spoiler alert, I did sneak into New York Fashion Week events. I interviewed famous people like Netflix reality TV stars, models.
One time I was ready to walk a runway. The designer was like, "You've been eating too many croissants, haven't you?" Harsh reality, it happens.
Social media influencers, YouTubers, and even this girl started like rapping for me at one point.
And he mad I'm the one he can't play with. Bitch, I'm bad. Bobby dangerous. Pretty petite, pushing P on the bag. Bitch, I'm lit. Bobby famous.
Although I may have faked my way into these events, I did meet a lot of actual industry professionals who had a lot of valuable advice. Now back to struggling to dress myself.
I kind of feel like if I just throw a blazer with anything, it'll look good. What do we think?
So crusty and dusty, oh my god.
We've arrived in New York City. As much as I'd like to pretend that I am like a fashionista girly, I'm really not. I'm wearing a denim dress and some bows. Hopefully I look decent enough to sneak into New York Fashion Week.
Event number 1 game plan, pretend to be my friend Jason Smith to get into the event.
We are going to be first spot of the day. It is some Lexus hosted event, so we're gonna have to sneak in and try our very best.
Luckily the line was super long, so I had a bunch of time to truly embody what it felt like to be Jason Smith. Where are you from?
New Orleans.
What are you doing out here at New York Fashion Week?
Just trying to find my rich husband.
Period. Tell the people what you do.
Technology consultant at Deloitte. I just do like cybersecurity work.
What advice would you have for people that are like looking to get into a job post-college?
Don't do it. Work for yourself because these companies really do suck. So.
Speaking of not working for other companies, I just graduated college and I really want to make YouTube my full-time job. So if you could do me a favor, will you please drop a comment and subscribe? How do you feel about being a woman in a male-dominated space?
Not great because the men are not too nice. You gotta like lower who you are as a person to like fit in.
What are you most excited to see at New York Fashion Week?
Hopefully Duke Dennis, maybe Rihanna.
Do you do YouTube as well?
Yeah, I make like fashion content.
I could tell, you look so good. Where did you get the fit from?
My friend actually made this. She like crochets stuff, like so it's like handmade, custom.
What are these safety pins?
The safety pin. I literally did this on the train on the way over here.
How long did it take you to get ready?
It takes me like minimum 2 hours, but I could take longer.
What are you most excited to see here at New York Fashion Week?
Day by day winging it. I don't even know what this is.
How long have you been doing YouTube for?
7 years.
What advice do you have to other people who want to start a channel?
Do it and treat it like a job from the beginning. Don't slack off.
What's your channel?
Stephanie Andrea.
The influencers are influencing. I say as I hold my own camera and mic up. Event number 1's looking like a fail, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe if I was a little bit more important, I'd be able to get in, but. So we've been waiting in this line for about an hour. Not only am I waiting in this line for an hour, but also when I get to the front of the line, I need to lie about my name. It does not look too good for me right now. I've been passing the time by making new friends, which is nice. People are actually really friendly here. Where are you from?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I just lived there for 4 years and I moved out. What do you do out in LA?
I'm a photographer, actually. I work for myself. I usually find models and reach out to them and do it. I'm like building my portfolio right now. Wherever I go, I just want to be behind the camera.
What advice would you give to people that are just starting off and are worried about what the money looks like right away?
Consistency is what helps you evolve and find your place and your niche. Don't be fearful about making mistakes. So many people are perfectionists and they're like, oh, I don't want to put anything out yet because I feel like it's not at its best. Just put it out there. Over time, it will work out.
We have officially given up on event number 1. I was so excited for event number 2 because it was actually the first event that I actually had my name on the list for and I didn't have to sneak into this one. I have such imposter syndrome, like it's actually insane. This is my first time being front row for a fashion show. This is my new friend. Say hi.
Hey, how are you guys?
What's your name?
Arnold Milford. I'm a fashion stylist.
Are you from New York?
Jersey.
Hell yeah, me too. So how did you get into styling?
I went to school for fashion and marketing, and then I got into visual merchandising after college, and from there it just kind of snowballed.
How long have you been styling for?
10 years.
What is the project that you are most proud of?
I'm working with Adriana Lima for the cover of Numero.
What is a project that you regret taking part in?
I don't regret anything. I feel like everything that I've done has just kind of led me to where I am now. Whether I liked it or not, later on I look back and I realize like, hey, I learned this lesson from this project. What maybe I could have done better or avoided red flags from the beginning, and I should have just never done it.
What advice do you have for anyone who wants to be a stylist?
You know what? Don't give up. It's not that easy right in the beginning. Just believe in yourself, because even when nobody's going to believe in you, like, you have to be the one that shows up for yourself every day. This is what I want to do, and like, there's no plan B. It's worth it. It's 100% worth it.
I discreetly talked into my little microphone during the show, so enjoy. Wow, this is so cool. She looks like a butterfly. There's a lot of racial diversity amongst all the models, in my opinion, but there's a lot of very similar body types. Like, it's definitely giving like skinny and tall. which I guess is like the New York Fashion Week look or whatever. Everyone just looks so beautiful. It'd be cool to walk in something like this one day, but probably not for me. What's your name?
Avery.
How did you end up here?
We were actually walking on the street looking for something to do, and we saw the show, and we just came in.
What was your excuse? You were like, oh, I'm like media or something?
We said we are interns.
Is that true?
No.
So clearly I wasn't the only one with the idea of sneaking into these events. What advice do you have for people who want to sneak into parties?
Just be confident, honestly. Just act like you belong, and 9 times out of 10 it'll work out for you.
The next day, I attempted this exact method. What's your name?
Hi, I go to NYU. I'm an artist, an aspiring actress, and model. I was with my friends looking for something fun to do on a Saturday night, and we said that we were photographers doing photography for the show. And you know, you gotta act confident, you gotta pull a look, and you can get in anywhere.
Any crazy NYC stories?
This is honestly the craziest thing yet.
Yeah, I mean, sneaking into a fashion show is pretty fun.
Yeah.
I then went to an after party that I wasn't allowed to record, where I met these 3 guys who flew in from Atlanta who said that they could help sneak me into a runway event tomorrow. I just met these guys at the subway. I sit down next to him. He goes, I'm just really curious right now, like about why. He's like, about life.
Just curious because from you sitting here, I basically bended time, just maybe 30 seconds before she got on the train, telling a man to go to Washington Square Park to go find friends.
Right.
Because he was looking for people to talk to. So I'm like, fucking go to Washington Square Park.
And he just went.
He just ran. I'm like, go, motherfucker, you gotta transfer or whatever.
Right.
So he went. And then all of a sudden she just sat there. I'm fucking sitting here.
I've never met such friendly people on the subway. I'm having a blast.
As friendly as you're gonna fucking get. There's a first for everything.
Do you have anything to say to the people?
Peace in the world.
Oh yeah, I was dog sitting for a friend in New York because I could not afford those hotel prices. I had a really good day today. I hope you had a good day too. Look how cute this puppy is. Day 1 of New York Fashion Week is over. Nemo is excited for me to be home. Do you have anything to say? Okay, I'll give you more treats in the morning. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get to talk to even more models and get to know a little bit more about, you know, the behind the scenes of this entire experience. See you tomorrow. Good morning, New York. I went on a morning mile run today and now I am ready. Just did my makeup, did my hair. This is the fit for today's show. Luckily, I met someone at one of the other shows that I went to and he said that he could sneak me into this one. Yay! I'm obsessed with my hair for this fit. I have like a little flower ponytail with like a white little thing going on down here. I think it's pretty cute. Nemo's doing really well. He went on his morning walk. Goal for today would be to sneak backstage and talk to some models. I'm not optimistic, especially because I literally have no idea what the show is, who's hosting it, who's producing it, whatever. But the goal of the show today is to talk to some more models to hear more about their experiences. Let's head on out. I met up with my new friends from Atlanta, and towards the entrance of the building where the security was, I just kept holding up my camera, taking videos of myself, taking photos of other people. And then he told them we're doing media. And I mean, it works. I'm holding a camera, so. It's so pretty and colorful in here. I took a dance class this morning before I came to this event, and I just felt such imposter syndrome because I haven't been training a dance. And then I come to an event where it's like everyone's in fashion. Imposter syndrome is such a stupid thing to feel when you really think about it. Like, we're all just imposters in this random little world on a floating rock in the middle of space, faking confidence at the moment. And it's working, so. What are y'all's names?
Matt Dillon.
Yvette Lopez. What brings you guys out here to New York Fashion Week?
Support my boy Romeo Hunt today, baby. He's been a friend for years.
How do you guys know Romeo?
I've been working with him since he was like in Brooklyn, so you know, he's popping.
What do you guys do for a living?
Publicist and on-air personality.
A former Playboy model and singer-songwriter.
What inspired you to get into those fields?
Creativity is the key to success and longevity, so I think it's really important to really lean into what makes you happy.
Empowering women's sensuality and sexuality and using our voice to express ourselves any way we can.
What advice would you have for college students who are looking to get into these industries?
Don't do drugs.
And don't think twice about anything. Just dive right in and enjoy the ride.
I'm getting quite intimidated and nervous, actually. What's your name?
My name is Ollie Sholaton. I'm from Houston, Texas, based in LA. I went to school at UCLA.
Sick, me too. What did you study?
I studied musical theater. I graduated in 2019.
What are you doing now?
I'm an actor and a musician. I currently play Carlton Banks on the Peacock hit show, Bel Air, the Fresh Prince reboot.
What has been your favorite thing about being on that show?
I get to meet a lot of people that watch the original Fresh Prince and to kind of see how their relationship with the original show has grown and their relationship with our show now. It's something really special.
What advice do you have to fresh graduates, incoming students, people that are young people that want to get into the industry?
Anyone who wants to be an entertainer, get used to the word no. And I think once you become best friends with the word no, then that's your superpower because it doesn't hurt you anymore.
What's your name?
Christian Stone.
What do you do?
I'm a jewelry designer here in Manhattan.
What brings you out?
Support my good friend Romeo Hunt and just meeting new people and getting the face out there.
What got you inspired to do jewelry?
I've been designing since a young kid. You know, I had a lot of different connections in the jewelry industry. Figured out how to teach myself, you know, how the CAD designing of it, and just figured I'd go crazy.
What do you wish you knew sooner?
It's all about connections. Before you jump into the industry, you gotta solidify the connections on the back end.
If you were to start at ground zero, yeah? What is the first thing that you would do tomorrow to get into this industry?
Stay on 47th Street day in and day out and introduce yourself to as many people.
I'm Paris, nice to meet you.
And what brings you out here to New York Fashion Week?
I'm a wardrobe stylist, creative director, show producer.
What got you inspired to get into the industry that you're in?
Community. I'm from the hood. It's about seeing more, doing more.
What advice do you have to young people that are interested in getting involved in the industries that you're a part of?
Find yourself, and you can find yourself in any community. Working in fashion is just a very difficult thing to do, so you have to really, really know where you see yourself.
I'm here with
Micah.
Tell me where you're from.
Seattle, Washington, but I live in LA.
What made you make the move to LA?
It's opportunity, just finding my people, finding my groove. There's so much more out there for me than in Washington.
What do you do?
I've been on a few Netflix shows, and I kind of do, like, I guess you can say influencing.
What was your favorite show that you were on?
Perfect Match, I think. It was a lot more fun than my first show. It was more just kind of vibing, hanging out, and it was a little bit more my speed.
Is there anything that went on that was unexpected? Anything that happened behind the scenes?
I think all of it was a little unexpected. It was super fun and super wild, and definitely was not used to all that, but it was a great time.
What advice do you have for people that are looking to get into reality TV?
I have no idea. They found my ass, so I'm not sure how to do it, but, you know, if you get an opportunity, no matter what it is, just take it.
Shit's getting real, guys. The lights are off. Everyone who's wearing sunglasses in here definitely can't see shit. I have someone wearing sunglasses next to me. Can you see anything?
Not at all.
But at least you look bougie.
We look so bougie.
So bougie, so posh. We've got some ASMR going on. This Romeo Hunt show was so cool, y'all. The production, the music, the models, everything was just so amazing and impressive. I sat next to Seb and Micah, who I did actually recognize from Netflix, and they were so nice. There were a bunch of other people there that I probably should have recognized, but didn't. At the end of the show, everyone started swarming these people. I literally thought the dude on the left was like Machine Gun Kelly. I have no idea. Okay, one of them is definitely like the designer. God, I'm not built for this shit, y'all. So everyone's going crazy over these people. I don't know who they are. I will look them up after. I'm far too lazy to look them up, but if anyone knows who they are, feel free to drop it in the comments. What do you do for a living?
Tech consultant, model, and creative director. When you're in New York, you got 3 things going for you always.
What inspired you to get into the industry?
I've always been passionate about fashion my entire life, obsessed with the models, the runway shows, the design, the art. So I just knew it was for me. I love aesthetics, I love beauty. I'm ruled by Venus, so we love it.
What is a bad industry experience that you could share?
So one time I was ready to walk a runway, I was getting fitted for my outfit, it was like a metal look, and the designer was like, "You've been eating too many croissants, haven't you?" And it was a metal clasp, and she just made it for a very small, petite person, and I am a mannequin size, but she basically called me fat, and then later she dropped me for my second look. Harsh reality, it happens.
How do you deal with that mentally and emotionally?
But I have really strong self-worth and self-confidence, so I just kind of continue to eat healthy, work out, go to the gym, and my body's beautiful. It is the way it is, and as long as I'm being healthy and maintaining good practices, it's all good. But I hope that anyone else out there, other models that get told that they're not good enough or don't look good, don't listen to that. You're beautiful and you're amazing. I have like very average measurements, and like even for the industry, they're unrealistic. So they want the smallest and the tallest. Like that's basically what it is.
Who am I here with?
Rashawn.
What do you do for a living?
I do social media. I own a florist company and a clothing brand. The florist is Poppy's Garden, and the clothing brand is Regal Streetwear.
What got you into these industries?
Before like high school, I started TikTok. Started posting for fun, and I actually blew up. And then I was posting with the Jersey Boys. We did a group together. And then after 2 years, I found my purpose, started spreading love, giving away roses and flowers and notes and positive notes. And then everything just went crazy. I decided to start my own florist company.
Do you have any advice for other young people who want to start their own business?
Don't give up, just keep going and keep moving forward.
Who am I here with?
Manuel Enrique.
Where are you from?
Austria.
And how did you end up at New York Fashion Week?
Through my friend Rashawn.
Shout out to Rashawn. What do you do for a living?
Social media, content creator.
What inspired you to get into that field?
A lot of big YouTubers that I watched when I grew up.
Who did you watch growing up?
Tanner Fox, but more like in the German space because I started watching in German first, and then English.
Would you watch in English to help you get better with the language?
Yeah.
What advice do you have to aspiring influencers?
Don't focus too much on the views, focus on growing a good community. Because I underestimated that in the beginning. Everyone thinks just, you need the most amount of views, but then you're not able to sell anything, no value.
Would you say social media, like the money is really in the sales?
Yeah, really insane in sales.
Agreed. Who am I here with?
Chad Cobain, Harlem.
And what do you do?
I do music, I produce, but I'm trying to do it all.
How did you end up here at New York Fashion Week?
I'm just connected.
Shout out to Romeo Hunt for having us all. What advice do you have for people trying to get in the music industry?
Stay positive, keep your sanity.
Who am I here with?
T. Grizz.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a rapper.
How did you get into rapping? What inspired you?
Because I had the gift of gab. My mom always told me I was talented.
What's your favorite song you've ever worked on?
Barbie famous. And he mad I'm the one he can't play with. Bitch, I'm bad. Barbie dangerous. Pretty petite, pushing P on the bag. Bitch, I'm lit. Barbie famous. And no, you can't sit with me. I know I'm a bitch, and yet they still feeling me. Fuck feeling when you know they gon' copy. Fuck feeling when you know they gon' watch me.
What advice do you have for aspiring artists?
Be you. Be as cocky and confident as possible. Do you. Somebody's gonna fuck with you.
Post-show thoughts. My favorite thing is talking to people and just making them laugh. Talking to like posh people and realizing like you only look posh and intimidating until you start talking. Well, sometimes they are still posh and intimidating, but sometimes they're really fucking chill. I got a few rejections when trying to talk to some people. Some of their publicists would step in and be like, yeah, we'll let you know if we could like do an interview later. But you know, totally fine, and I totally understand. Like, you should have a publicist, security guard if you're like famous. But yeah, that was a great experience. It was really fun. My last activity for this New York Fashion Week day is I have a meeting with my friend who actually threw the event that I went to 2 nights ago. She throws events at New York Fashion Week, Milan Fashion Week. She's thrown events in Morocco. She is iconic and amazing and incredible. So I'm meeting her here for a little mocktail because I'm doing Sober September. I need to cleanse myself after that Europe trip. If you haven't watched my Mykonos video yet, you should definitely do that. I ended up not filming anything while having mocktails with my friend because we just had so much to catch up on, and I completely forgot that I even had my camera in my purse. Will you please make sure to subscribe and leave a comment? Let me know what you thought about this video. Make sure to check out my most recent video if you haven't already. I upload on Saturdays at 3 p.m. PST. My biggest takeaways from filming this video are if you want a job in the fashion industry, you need to work your butt off and be very persistent. And if you want to sneak into something, you just need to fake confidence. Thanks for watching.
Hey, Kardashian's husband, Travis Barker. Looks like a jacked
Is that him?
Barker.
I
That's
have
not
no
Travis
idea.
Barker. He's too young to be Travis Barker. He's definitely not Travis Barker.
Yo, you single, bro?